How you doing? Jonathan Oxenberg. I want to share a story with you guys. I mean, I was born in Colombia. Um, then I watched this shit going on in Ukraine back in 1983. I mean, I was in Medellin, Colombia. This, I was playing soccer in the street. I mean, uh, very innocently. I mean, I was Eritrea. I probably 14 years old, maybe 10 years old. I don't know. So one day, when we were playing soccer with my friends, a woman was walking the dog. Her dog, it was maybe I believe it was maybe 3 or 4 o'clock p.m. The afternoon time. And she told us, "You need to leave. You need to leave this area right now, ASAP," because she was a nurse. We didn't know what was going on. She said there will be a crime scene. We said, "What the fuck is going? This woman is." I mean, I know she was a nurse because she had the scrubs and the uniform or whatever. Okay, say well. And then she said to me, "Jonathan, I need you to step away a block from here and your friends." I said, okay, okay. What? I don't know what's going on here. Happens that she smelled a cadaver. She called the cops because she knew that there was a cadaver. So we gathered together and said, "Well," then the cops came in and she gave instructions to the cops to that she knew that there was a cadaver right on the block where we were playing soccer. And it was the most gruesome things that I ever seen in my life. I'm 53 years old, and I remember that 45 years old or whatever that is. I mean, I'm already. And she directed the people, EMS, or your to do the investigation. They cordon off the area. We were watching everything right there within one block. I said to myself, "What the fuck is going on here?" I mean, and the law enforcement came in. They cleared off the area, and I couldn't even believe what I was looking at. That there was a cadaver. There was a skeletonized little girl, and whoever did this, he put her panties in a tree. What the fuck is going on? I mean, this is not right. Not even right. This is the most outrageous thing I've ever seen. And it's kind of interesting when we approach. I kind of smell, kind of a smell, human flesh being there for, we don't know, maybe, but the girl was skeletonized for a very long time, and I smell. And I said to myself, what the fucking, it smell like burned plastic. I said, fuck. And one of the things, and then we were watching, came the investigators, and there was I think it was a cop, or I mean, he was in plain clothes, and he grabbed her head, already skeletonized. And I said to myself, how can you handle, you you grab a skeleton, and the guy, he grabbed the skeleton, and we're smelling death. I, I'm here, asking myself, how can you grab a skeleton? Well, I know that I mean, there are protocols with the police. I mean, there's about, but no, there was a skeleton. To this day, I'm very, 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 very worried about who did it, who will do such a thing. And it was said that she was abducted, she was raped, and that happens in Colombia and other countries. So if you have information about this, I mean, I know it's a very long shot, to find out who did this kind of fucking shit. According to what we heard, that it was a 4-year-old girl. She got raped and she got killed. Then then what we're watching here now in CNN, you know what is taking place in Ukraine. Fuck is going on with this world? I mean, that's why I'm an alcoholic. I'm an alcoholic. Why? Because I want to forget about it. The other day, it's kind of interesting. Uh, I went to see a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, and he shared a story with me. I don't know how how true this is. He was married to a woman for one day, and he had to divorce her the next day. So I said to myself, eh, it's kind of interesting. You have to be divorced within the next day. That is the most smartest thing I didn't say it to him, but uh, it's unbelievable. You marry the woman, and next day you have to divorce her. You're not going to kill yourself. You're not going to have to kill her, but you're going to be free from her. And, um, I went 2 days ago to the local store, Hispanic store. It's called the El Presidente, and I went because I went to apply for a job because I will do inventory, inventory control, and all that. And some guy says to me, "We're not hiring." I said, "It's okay." But he was a security guard. said, listen, I'm here to talk to to the manager, and I know her name, which I'm not going to reveal. And he said, no, you full of shit. I said, the fuck is going on? What's wrong with you? Because I was picking up beer, my six pack of. I was picking up my six pack of Smirnoff, and he said, you're an alcoholic. I don't think you deserve to come here to work. I said, you motherfucker, you don't say stuff. And he said it in front of people. Which, well, I mean, I said, but I confronted him. You don't say stuff like that because, first of all, you don't know my life. And this is a guy who was, if you do alcohol, you do not deserve to. He said, you know, fuck you. You don't say stuff like that in front of people. I don't mind. I mean, if you say stuff like that, I mean, no, you are an alcoholic. You should be in jail. I said, fuck, it's a, you ought to be joking me. And he said to me, if you bring up that, I'm going to call the cops. I have it on tape. Because I already talked to the store manager. I said, I don't know why this guy, I don't know who he think he is, that he's going to call the cops on me because I'm applying for a job. I'm an alcoholic. I can drink all the alcohol. I have $80,000. I can drink all. And he says to me, it's one of the most. And I said, okay, security guy, do whatever you have to do. I mean, this is my business. And and then I start asking, just because I'm an alcoholic, am I a criminal? Am I a dead body? Because I'm an alcoholic, I'm a, or who gives him the right to say to me that I'm a criminal? Is he a criminal? Did you kill someone because you? And, and let me tell you something. Don't feel sorry for me because once I see that guy, I'm gonna give more shit. I'm I'm a victim because, and that has me very very upset. So you are an alcoholic? You're a criminal? I'm here, and I talked to my mom about it. Oh, because you do that. Being an alcoholic is not a drama; it's a tragedy. But someone who goes to that place, which I'm not going to say the place, that, oh, you're a you're an alcoholic, you're a criminal, you're not allowed here. Fuck you! And I said, fuck you to him. You don't have to criminalize me because I'm an alcoholic or because I'm applying for a job in a and I do IT work. I do a lot of, and because I'm an alcoholic, I'm a criminal. Wow. People who have ignorance about alcoholic people. If I go to it, you know what? You're gonna get the worst. I, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. And he goes and said, you're an alcoholic. You don't belong here. Wow. Don't feel bad about me. If you see my mugshot, because this guy, he come across me. I pay taxes. I follow the law. Yeah, and I'm an alcoholic, just like you guys. I mean, we are good-looking guys. We come here, and this guy, you're an alcoholic because he saw me, motherfucker. I'm gonna beat the crap out of him. So you don't do stuff like that. And he's a security. And let me tell you something. Don't feel because I'm gonna beat the crap out of him. You don't do stuff like that. And it's kind of interesting when you do the what it is says here, stay here. This motherfucker is spreading the news big time that if I'm an alcoholic, I'm a criminal. You can take it from here. That's all I have to show. You don't say I'm a criminal because I'm an alcoholic. I've been drinking since 13 years old. Yeah. I never take a purse. I never steal a wallet. But when you say that you cannot, and the guy saw me, he's and I'm gonna take action. I'm gonna take action because you don't say stuff like that. You don't. What? It's been said here. Stay here. Don't fuck me. And I'm gonna take out this guy legally. And I talked to my girlfriend, and she said, okay. She's alcoholic. And that's all I have to say. And my it's about uh, we are alcoholics or not. Why are you gonna say stuff around about me? Am I gonna talk about his problems? I'm gonna well they can sue me, you know. I'm gonna I've and let me tell you something. Don't because I'm gonna beat the crap out of him. Saying that because okay, that's why you know this. Um, the other thing that I wanted to share with you guys, and yes, I'm having alcohol. um, what is going on with Ukraine right now? I'm still looking at the facts. You don't accuse me. You cannot accuse me because now I started to hate that guy in the Kremlin. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. The history of Russia is very interesting. We're talking about the Kremlin. 500 years ago, there was a guy called Ivan the Terrible. Ivan the Terrible he became the Tsar, he became the president or whatever, he became the head of the state of Russia, not the Soviet Union, because there's two passages. Once was Russia, and then when the Soviets came in and then unify, they unify a lot of states like Ukraine and Belarus, and I mean, you can name it. It became a very, very um, uh, big country, you know. So, anyways, let me give you some background about Russia. Yeah. So, 500 years ago, there was a guy called Ivan the Terrible. he became powerful. He built the Kremlin, and then the big church about the street, right across the street, which I don't remember the name. He built it. And one day he wanted to fix his son with a woman, which it has happened to me, but in my case, he never materialized. So he called his son. Well, I forget the name of his son. So Ivan the Terrible, asked his son, "Come to my throne. Before his throne, I'm gonna fix it with a woman." And the son, and again, I don't know who the name is of the son. He said, "No, I have some other interests." And Ivan thought he was gay, but the son didn't tell him what he wanted in life. And Ivan the Terrible said, "You're gonna marry this woman ASAP right now within the hour because I want you to carry on." And he said, "No, I." He had something in his head. "You're gonna marry this woman ASAP." He had like some kind of a baton, and the son said, "No, I'm gonna marry someone else." He didn't say he was gay. He didn't say he wanted some other woman. And Ivan the Terrible, he killed his own son right there before his throne. And according to when Ivan the Terrible realized what he did, he killed his own son. He grabbed him. He tried to the son bleeded to death, and he grabbed the son, and he was so upset. He was so sad. He looked to the roof of his palace. What kind of shit I just did? And that taught me a lesson when I read that story. You have to respect people's minds. You have to respect people's mother ways of living. But to hit your child, what the fuck? I mean, and then you kill the child. It's very interesting. It's probably one of the most, and what Russia has become right now, killing innocent people, sending tanks. It's it just goes way beyond belief. I gotta tell you, I mean, those images that I watch, it's not right. As a Jewish guy myself, I, why are we putting up with this? The European Parliament, they're not doing anything. The Hague is not doing anything, and we have this son of a bitch throwing rockets. I mean, a warning to you guys. Since I'm here in Florida, we have Pratt and Whitney. Pratt and Whitney is a technical in aerospace, and they have buildings right there. Is a target if there were to be World War III. Uh, Vladimir Putin has that area on the target. Yes, if World War III comes, it becomes a reality. He's going to send an ICBM to Pratt and Whitney, and he will send more missiles to not only military but places that they know of, making military hardware here in the U.S. and all that. I'm just gonna give you a little bit of a history, and I've been in the aerospace business for a brief time now. When a ICBM, intercontinental missile, or whatever you might call it. Okay, let's say you're driving on I-95. The your car stalls. I mean, it's not gonna. It goes dead. It goes dead. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, maybe it run out of fuel. The way the ICBM from Russia, or just like otherwise from the US, if they send a missile, your car is going to stop you because it's the missile is not going to strike on you. The missile is going to deliver some warheads. And for what I heard, for what I have talked about to some people in the Navy down the street, and the warheads, they're going to open up, but they're going to spin. It's called the spinner. The spinner is going to absorb the electricity from power lines. It's going to absorb from cell towers. That's what it's called, the electromagneticization. So when the warhead is going to be spinning, and it's going to be taking the power grid, and the spinners, they're going to be exploding, not to impact in the ground. There will probably be maybe 1,500 feet, but the biometric pressure, they'll explode. The reason that when you look at the data, from Hiroshima and Nagasaki, it's not very good to have a nuclear weapon exploding in the ground. No, guess what? It's going to be in the air, and that's how nuclear weapons start. It's kind of interesting. I'm going to share my surroundings with you guys. I have my shutters because of nuclear Putin. I'm going to take action. I have my weapons, and I'm going to. And because of the day after the movie that was produced in 1982 by ABC Networks, I have I'm ready. I mean, what else can you do? My girlfriend tells me, Jonathan, you 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 watch too many movies. I said, come on, honey, this is reality as it is. Vladimir Putin, and I apologize for saying the name because I said this is a guy who's going to pull the trigger on us. There was an incident back in the 80s on which a Russian submarine, was spotted right off Florida, of course, within the 12 miles, which is designated international waters. And, and I said to myself, how many times these people have gotten away with it? I have a friend of mine from Canada. He said that, yeah, they go from Scandinavia to parts of Canada. And so, I mean, I just give you a warning, it's going to happen. It could happen. I don't know. You and I, we don't know about it. So just be very aware that the Russians are coming. It's kind of interesting because I mean we have heard. Well, I remember back in the days, that movie in 1984, Red Dawn, that the Russians invaded northwest of the U.S. and they involved Cuban people. And I said to myself, how stupid that. And that's something I have to share with you guys. Alaska used to be part of Russia, and the United States government asked Russia, but that took place maybe in 1915. Maybe I'm wrong, but they said, can we buy Alaska? I said, oh no. They said, oh yeah. They said yes. So the United States of America in 1915 or 19, I don't know, they bought Alaska from. Now, what would have happened if the United States, whoever made that decision, said, no, we're not interested in buying Alaska? The Russians would be just right there next to Canada and right next to us. I watch Discovery ID. I watch a lot of stories about Alaska, and I said to myself, wow, if this purchase didn't happen, we would have these motherfuckers right next to them. And maybe Canada is a very big country, bigger than the US. My former girlfriend from Toronto, Canada, I miss her. But I'll tell you this, I would be very, very happy being in Canada right now, even though about the weather, situation is. And it's one of the things about Canada. I mean, I know a lot of people from Canada, and I gotta tell you, I mean, it's a great country, and having too many friends. In fact, 25 years ago, I met a very nice guy. I'm not going to say his name, but he used to play hockey in Canada, and he came to become a bartender, and it's unbelievable. I mean, he's huge. This guy is like he's Hulk. I don't want to mess with. I don't. They say that he's very jealous with his wife. And the lady that I met from Toronto is mixed race, very, very sexy woman I ever met in my life. And I always, and I told her, okay, I'll put $30,000 on your home if you marry me. But no, she wanted the $30,000 right on the pocket. Saying, hey, I'm not gonna go to that end. Give me $30,000. No sex, no nothing. So that's all I have to say. There's another thing I wanted to share with you before I leave. If you have a Ukrainian friend, lady friend, please be nice, be cheerful. If that he or she needs something, and actually, if you see me and if I can do anything about it, I mean, just let me know. I mean, what is taking place right now? This is the worst thing that I ever seen in my life. As a Jewish guy, I gotta tell you, this is the worst that I ever, ever seen in my life. The, I mean, and I express. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. This tank from Russia fires a bullet this big to a civilian vehicle. To this day, I just a couple with 2 kids. How can you do such a shit? You firing to 4 people who have nothing to do with this. I just cannot even believe the tenacity that you're a tank master or you are whatever you operating. You, you did such a thing. That's why I drink because I want to forget. What makes you an officer? That you are in a tank firing this bullet size to a civilian couple. I don't get it. I'm just. I mean, I'm still aghast. How can you do something like that? That's why I drink. I'm not drinking Smirnoff anymore because I don't even know if that thing comes from Russia or whatever it is. That is. I'm doing bourbon from Kentucky, and yeah, there are some businesses in this locality in South Florida said, we're not going to serve Russian vodka. Why we want to do that? Why? Bourbon is good. It's a little bit of sweet. I don't like sugar because it's very sweet. Don't do. I think it's Russian Montesquieu. And maybe if I said the right name, the right name, I'm probably gonna have those guys from the KGB, trying to kill me. Well, I wouldn't be surprised, anyway. So no more Russian vodka. Don't do it. It's bad. So, anyways, I have to take my dog for a walk in the middle of the night, and if you have any questions, any are you fucking kidding me? Oh, okay. No, no. I just saw an ad from YouTube about privacy protocols I mean, I don't need to be private. I mean, I'm a very public guy, and we'll talk to you soon. Tomorrow it's kind of interesting because I'm gonna have another job interview. This is for a plumbery store here down the street. Actually, it's like 3 blocks away, and I'm damn if I get that job. I probably have share with you guys the previous job that I have, the nutrition store. They're gonna be they're gonna be closing, and I heard a rumor. I don't know. I have to look into this, and I have to talk to one of my attorneys that they misuse money from the payment protection payroll. I don't want to get into it. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, and then I'm gonna see a lady friend of mine from 35 years. She wants me to talk to her to do kitchen work at the restaurant. So we'll see what's gonna happen, and if you give me some feedback, I mean, I'll appreciate it. Um, I'm grabbing the mouse right now and to the stream.